Good afternoon, YouTube, and happy Easter weekend. Is this thing recording? Yes, it is. I packed my pipe correctly this time. Practiced it by blowing it out of the stem, so I wasn't making sure that ashes weren't flying around. Hopefully I'm more successful this time. This is one of my favorite pipes. I think it's a Stanwell. If one of you guys know, please let me know. But it's my travel pipe, and I seem to have a lot of good luck with it when I'm taking it on the road. Except when I try and fix it. Except when I'm going to clean it, and I break it, and as a result, this happens. But I got a little wood corrector, the little wood glue there, and popped it on. It's not the best fix in the world, but at least it still keeps it smokable. And this is the pipe I take with me when I travel. I usually end up smoking at the bus stop when I'm waiting for the bus to come home after a trip. And have to usually standing by the old smoke shelter while I'm doing this. I still feel kind of self-conscious about smoking in public, even if it's in a designated smoking area. But I'm gradually losing my shyness. And all of you fine folks in the YouTube pipe community are very good teachers and very good mentors, and for that I thank you. One of them, Padre Francis, I kind of miss. He's kind of given up electronics for Lent, and he's basically posted up stuff on Sunday on his church's website to celebrate the 4 weeks leading down to Easter. He hasn't done any personal pipe posts for a while, and I miss him. And I'm sure he'll be back in grand fashion after Easter. I'm following people like Iron Briar. Dig the Scottish accent, always have. I love the Scots. So I'm glad he's posting more. And amazingly to me, I discovered I had over 100 subscribers when I took a look at my counter, and I'm not the type of person to care how many people subscribe to me. I'm just happy that I can do this on some regular level, and hopefully contribute something to the mix of all the pipe videos that are there. And there are many. I wish I had time to watch them all. This is okay. I just forgot to tell the tobacco. I've done other postings before. This is a blend that the owner of the Crescent City Cigar Shop in the French Quarter of New Orleans gave me for free. It's like about 5 or 6 pipe bowls worth. Keep that thing lit. Hard to talk and smoke at the same time, and chew gum and rub your stomach and walk at the same time. But this is kind of spicy. I don't know what he called it. Do you think I could remember the name? Of course not. But it's good, and I've just been kind of slowly smoking through it. Don't know if it's an aromatic or what. It tastes like it's an aromatic. It's easy on the back of the throat, like unlike higher nicotine pipes, higher nicotine blends. But I like it. It's nice. I would be doing this pipe video outside, except that it's blustery and windy out there, and I didn't feel like you hearing the wind whipping by the microphone, so it's shining over the wind. So I'm still doing this in the garage. Hopefully try not to scratch my partner's vehicle in the process while I do it. So, spring has finally come to New Hampshire. The the snow is finally melting off, but it's, like I said, it's cold, windy and blustery. Move the firewood today to make room for the new firewood coming in after the weather gets a little better. Sometimes living in a household is like living in a farm. You should, you just kind of have to keep everything cycled and going. So the old wood is there, and the new wood will come in. It'll be seasoning through the summer. The whole thing's a process. You have to keep, and I credit my husband for that, keeping me structured and focused on stuff like that. I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about today, but I thought I'd just bring this down. I just started reading this, and I've been meaning to read it forever. The Adventures of Cavalier and Clay by Michael Chabon. It's basically a tale of, it's a lot of things really. It's a tale of the American immigration experience, especially the Jewish American immigration experience right before World War II. We all know what happened then. Back there were a lot of Jewish comic creators in New York City in the 30s, and there was, especially after Superman got created for Action Comics, and I'm a huge comic fan. So I've been always meaning to read this thing, and I'm really liking it so far. Basically, it's how, in short, it's how basically how fiction can influence reality, even if it's quote unquote lowbrow fiction, like pulps and superhero stories. But they come up with a character called the Escapist, and their setup for the Escapist is actually just as fascinating as any of the early Superman or Batman was. They devoted a whole new chapter to their story treatment. They're basically Clay is trying to launch this comic to make a bunch of money, because that was the big fad back in the 30s. Pardon? Yeah, I mean, when Superman landed, every single copycat in the world wanted to get in there. You had Batman coming out, the Green Llama. The thing is, Michael Chabon, you can tell he has an encyclopedic knowledge of Golden Age comics just by reading about it. I love comics, but my knowledge isn't that encyclopedic. But here we go. I guess I didn't pack it tight again. That's my one big fault there. I will learn eventually. I will learn, hopefully. There we go. But yeah, I have to say I really, really enjoyed it. Especially it's basically it's about the American dream, and only in America could you create like a lowbrow action adventure hero and hopefully make tons of money over it. I mean, the entire industry was based on it, and comics are inherently, I wouldn't say American creation. I remember going down to the comic museum in Brussels, Belgium once upon a time. And I went on a Monday, of course. It was closed. Found the Belgians to be nice people, though. Because I'm just wandering around, and this, as an aside, this Belgian gentleman with a businessman with a briefcase comes over and asks me in French, "Sir, can I help you find something?" And I can speak enough French to be understood. And their French does sound different from France French, and for that matter, Quebecois French. And I said to him, "No, sir, I know what I'm looking for, but I just discovered that it was closed today. Le Musée de Bande Dessinée, comic book museum, roughly translated. And it has a fruity aftertaste." And he said, "No, you can't see that. Museums are closed, but instead you can see this, 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 and this." And I thought that was very nice of him. He was a very good ambassador for his country. I thought well of Belgium and Belgians ever since. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Comics are, I guess you could say the superhero is an inherently American creation, especially a Jewish immigrant American creation, because it's basically surmounting great odds and basically doing the right thing even when all the odds are against you, and making some money while doing it, I guess. But so far it's really, really excellent. I really enjoyed it. You have the Conjuring escapist magician vibe going on there, which is come to think of the way he writes it, that was kind of an uncredited influence on the superhero and the pulp hero back in the day. And it's good reading so far. I know it's kind of a shame because I'm a big comic fan and I haven't read this yet, but anyway. And really, that's all that's been going on. I'm just waiting for spring to start. We sat out on the deck yesterday. Had a neighbor over. Had her watch a couple of episodes of Deadwood. Got her into that. I mean, no, not to insult anybody's musical in television taste here, but she likes stuff like, you know, Wheel of Fortune and Dancing with the Stars, and to like something like Deadwood, which is essentially the Sopranos of the Western, and with its language and its adult themes. I love it. I love the thing. I watch it like maybe once a year. It's 3 seasons, 12 episodes each, and just like I love it as much as say Lonesome Dove, and like all great works of art, I get all greatly layered works of art. I glean something new every time I see it. So I'm glad to get someone turned on into it. Next, I'll probably hit it with the Lord of the Rings movies. They're I know the Tolkien fans are divided into 2 camps. One, they like the Peter Jackson movies. Others, they hate them. With The Hobbit, I can see where they're at because that was a bit more bloated than the Lord of the Rings trilogy. But that's what I'm doing for Easter weekend, pretty much. Let's see, what else did I want to mention? What else did I want to enrich your minds with? To do a conversation on music. There are there are a lot of music people out there. David Silver Fox, he's a pipe smoker from Germany. He's also a musician. Steve, I'll call him Steve P. He's not on the YouTube pipe community, but he's a pipe man and he's a blues player. He's on the Gentlemen's Pipe Smoking Society on Facebook. I belong to a few of those as well. Starting some really decent friendships up there as well too, and there's some overlap, I've noticed. Yeah, I should do a talk on music next because Lord knows I make a regular trip to Newbury Comics. That's the local hipster record store comic place that we have here in New England, and you can get a lot of decent things there if you're not careful. If you bring in a very full wallet, it could end up a whole lot lighter by the time you're done. Yeah, I think I'll do a musical entry next once. And in the meantime, I hope you folks have a happy Easter. For those of you who keep it religiously or it's just a family occasion, I hope it goes very well for you. And keep smoking, and always good talking to you. Have a good one, and be good to each other. Cheers.